Hey guys, this is Star Force Reacts, and I'm back to react to Devil May Cry Season 2, Episode 8, the Season 2 finale, Vexilla Regis Prodeunt Inferni. I have no idea if I pronounce that correctly, whether I don't even know if it's Latin or Italian. It could be either one, considering what this series is, but anyway, what happened last time, we basically Argisax is now on the loose, with Arius being within him and whatever, Arius Argisax, whatever. Dante tries taking him on, but he's doesn't really do all that well. But hey, Virgil's here now. And we actually get some actually pretty neat lore, just like revealing that Nello Angelo isn't exactly a isn't his devil trigger per se. It's more of a restrained devil trigger that he just has a better control of, rather than just the full on devil trigger. Which, you know what, I can handle that. That's actually really cool. It's not really. It's very different. Like see, what I'm trying to say is that's how you do like extended lore for certain things, unlike what they tried to do in episode 5, introducing magic and stuff like that. So yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. And of course, just this awesome moment where Dante and Virgil both in Devil Trigger, and Dante shoots a jukebox and it starts playing the opening battle music from Devil May Cry 3. Just just awesome stuff. Meanwhile, but eventually Argisax does drain enough energy from both them and from citizens around them, to power up so that Dante and Virgil can't really stop him at this point. But they quickly realize, wait, if we can't stop them, Mundus probably can though. So Lady opens a portal to the demon, to I guess I guess the demon world, whatever. The name of the world actually escapes me right now. I'm gonna remember it at the worst time possible. But anyway, but yeah, the realm opens up, and Lady was planning to close it back, but stuff happens. She loses hold of of Force Edge, and now, oh boy, it's gonna be up to Dante and Virgil to close the gates, and I'm gonna guess that's how we're gonna get like maybe a Devil May Cry 3 type ending, where Virgil stays behind in the demon realm while Dante is back in the human world. So, but anyway, that's just what my thoughts are. So that's pretty much where we cliffhangered. So let's just jump right in. Oh goody, just time jump from to 2,000 years ago. I'm guessing, yeah, this is where Sparta betrayed Mundus.
Only now, when I move on Earth, does your resolve suddenly fail you.
Right, are we finally going to get the answer? Like, as to why Sparta, betrayed Mundus because of Earth? Huh. It doesn't seem like we're getting an answer, but I don't know, maybe that's for the best. Like, I think that's kind of a theme. Like, people are interpreting like Sparta's like, reasons for their own motivations. So maybe getting an outright answer isn't the best solution. But still, I would like an answer, kind of. We don't get an answer in the actual series either. This is a really cool fight, not gonna lie, though.
You're almost as foul as the despicable half-breed.
Right, because, yeah, Jester was originally human.
Know how funny you are. Well, hey, that stings. So Mundus laid waste to those armies.
I think Mundus is getting more entertainment about him annoying everybody else, rather than getting annoyed at Jester. Alright, the portal to Makai and Earth has been, opened, and I remembered Makai at just of course, the wrongest moment possible.
In a world that is ours by right.
Not really. Maybe talk to the giant Mundus behind you, maybe. Alright, let's see how this fight goes. Ooh, okay. We barely got a fight last time we saw these two on screen together, but yeah, and we did say, yeah, Mundus would decisively win this, so I'm still wondering how this is gonna go. This is gonna be cool.
You are weaker.
Right, yeah, like I said, yeah, okay. I mean, regardless, this is still really cool. The final boss of Devil May Cry 1 versus the final boss of Devil May Cry 2. Like, Like, I always like it when, you know, evil battles evil. It's just really fun all the time. I still remember my first, like, you know, encounter with that being, like, with Yami Merrick versus Yami Bakura. I just thought that was just the coolest thing ever. I like how this battle is so large scale that they don't even take into account Dante and Virgil. Like they're just small fries, like, compared to them right now. But yeah, it seems as though Mundus has noticed the weak spot. They are boss battles after all. Teleports behind you. I'm sure there's some kind of metaphor about human weaknesses or whatever, but for the life of me, I can't care. Just a bitch slapped him. Okay, wow. Yeah, all right. You're dead now, Arcasex. There we go. Decapitation. Is it weird that I'm a bit, like, ashamed that we don't get, that I think it's a shame that we don't have, like, you know, the actual final boss from Devil May Cry 2 with, like, you know, the giant blob.
Mundus. I thought you'd be bigger.
You see, Nilo Angelo.
Just Anakin Skywalker vibes.
Keeping me at your side was your twisted retribution for my father's betrayal. Nothing else.
Yeah, there we go. Like, Mundus is kind of Satan at the end of the day.
I release you from... He led my armies from one glorious victory to another. He was my
Interesting.
truest warrior.
Alright,
My most
so...
wavering ally.
Yeah, we knew Sparta worked under Mundus for quite some time, but then all of a sudden turned on him. So... I'm guessing, like, at some point, like, you know, he just wanted peace brought to the realm, but then Mundus started doing what he did, and so Sparta, you know, eventually is like, okay, to bring about peace, I need to, you know, kill Mundus or whatever, and, you know, close off Earth and Makai. But still, like, I find it really interesting. We never get Sparta's point of view. Sparta has never said a word. That's the thing. We'll never know, like, why Sparta did it.
That
Until finally Sparta saw the only solution.
Ah, there's Temenuguru. Yeah, okay. I'm guessing Temenuguru is going to be Season 3.
Once Sparta had satisfied his curiosity, he left Eva to her.
I mean, if it were that easy to gain Sparta's interest, like, surely, like, this was 2,000 years ago. Like, surely, over the 2,000 years, he'd have more kids. So...
he wasn't there to say anything.
Yeah, there we go. Uh-huh. Time to get down to business. All right, Virgil and Dante versus Beowulf. Okay, when in the games they fought him separately. Like, okay. Yeah, there we go. But just like in the games, Virgil is the one to get to kill him. So, yeah. Wish he, you know, got the Beowulf devil arms, but you know, okay. Hopefully in the future.
I choose my home. Makai.
I suppose this is kind of like the end of Devil May Cry 3. Just, yeah, give me this. Give it to me. You already have your own. I want yours too. You know, that kind of thing. Yeah. And Virgil ultimately chooses to stay behind to try and fight Mundus when we know how well that went. Ah, there we go. See you in hell. And so the tables turn. Oof. Don't worry, Dante, you'll live. This is merely one of many times you will be impaled. Come on.
That night, if our positions were switched,
Ah,
our fates be different.
there we go. There's the line.
Would I have your life?
Life.
And
You mine? Yeah, there we go. And there we go, sending Dante back to the human world. Keep it safe on your side, little brother. Well, there we go. I'm guessing this is all basically setting up for Season 3 with, you know, Devil May Cry 3. We're gonna be getting Tim and Negru and all that. Ah, there's Force Edge proper. I say proper, but that's the form we most know it as.
Everything you said about Makai will invade Earth. With me as its king.
Not sure how I feel about this being Virgil's motivation. It is a bit different from the games, but whatever. I think I can live with it.
Let us see if you can succeed.
Virgil has been more in touch with his demon side anyway in the games anyway. And so the battle between Virgil and Mundus begins. This is not going to end well.
I wish I could ignore my pain the way that you can. But I have to keep running towards it.
Yeah, there we go. I think I said this back when Arius was trying to convince Dante to join his side about how, like, you know, oh, she's only using you to, like, for a brief resting period, and, like, and I believe I said something along the lines of that, like, Lady herself may believe that too, but, like, Dante's never gonna buy it. So yeah. And I'm guessing, yeah, this is, yeah, Lady made it to the diner. She's not meeting Dante there. She's choosing her own path. She's going after Jester now.
I guess it is. My place is with the worst of it.
Yeah, there we go. Lady's got serious self-esteem issues. So, yeah, here we go. This is where she sees that it's Jester. Well, it certainly gives a lot more emphasis to the line I'm remembering from Devil May Cry 3, Dante, please free my father. And, like, at least in this case, yeah, I think the line would make a lot more sense. But, yeah, something tells me Devil May Cry Season 3 is going to be a lot more similar to Devil May Cry 3 than, like, you know, okay, I'll get into it once the episode's done. Ah, wow, okay. And his tears broken in two. Wow. Okay. And that's the end of the episode. Huh. Man, what a season. This is, like, okay. Alright. Like I said, pretty good episode. Like, am I a bit disappointed that Dante and Lady just aren't completely together at the end of the show? Maybe a bit. Like, I have shipped them ever since I played Devil May Cry 3. But, anyway, like I said, there are a few things here and there that I'm just not 100% on board with. Like, you know, Virgil wanting to conquer Makai, you know, kill Mundus, you know, take over the human realm. I think it's specifically the take over Earth part that I have a bit of an issue with. But at the end of the day, it's not too big of a deal. But yeah, because Virgil in the games has always sought more power, you know, to be more like his father. Whereas in this case, he does seem to have more of a grudge against his dad, which I guess, you know, makes a bit more sense with what the show seems to be going for. But either way, but yeah, Devil May Cry Season 2, definitely a step in the right direction. If anything, I think I've been proving right about how back when I made the Season 1 review video, I'm probably not making it again for second season because I if anything, I think like what I said about about the potential of Season 2 kind of came true in this season. Whereas I compared Season 1 to the first Sonic movie, where it's not a good adaptation, but it's fine for what it is, and that's a good starting off point. And then with Sonic 2, it was a step in the right direction. It still wasn't 100% a good adaptation, but it was still good for what it was, and it did take a step closer to, you know, being a good adaptation. We actually got references to the games more. You know, that kind of thing. But then Sonic 3 came along, and Sonic 3 is just straight up the best video game adaptation of all time. There's just no comparison in that regard. So that does give me high hopes for Devil May Cry Season 2, because Season 2 is definitely a lot like Sonic 2, in which, yeah, it's not exactly a great adaptation, but it's still a step in the right direction as compared to what happened before, and, like, you know, lot more references to the games, and if anything, I think the references to the games are better in Season 2 than they are in Sonic 2, so yeah, that's pretty much my thought on it so far. I'm definitely looking forward to when season 3 comes out, whenever that happens, because season 2 was confirmed almost immediately after season 1 release. So, who knows what we're going to be getting for season 3? I might as well, look it up later. See if we're even getting season 3 within like a year. So, yeah, all right. That's pretty much my whole thoughts on season 2 so far. Like I said, I'm probably not going to make a review video on season 2, because I think the only reason I made a review video on season 1 to begin with was because there was so much hate for the show that felt so unwarranted. Like I understood that, don't get me wrong, season 1 has its problems. It's just just the vitriolic hate for the show that I saw online just kind of spoke to me, and I was just like, guys, it's not that bad. Like, and something tells me that's what I'm going to be seeing for season 2. But like I said, that's pretty much why, that was the sole reason why I made the review video in the first place. So I'm definitely, yeah, even if I did make a season 2 review video, I feel like I'd just be reiterating points from season 1, and the only new thing I'd have to say was, hey, this is a good step in the right direction. That's really all I can say, that I already said at the end of this reaction video anyway. So, yeah, all right, that was a nice distraction. It's been kind of hectic trying to, do 4 shows a week instead of just the regular 3, but whatever. Can't wait for season 3 whenever that becomes a reality. So, yeah, I've got nothing else to say, so I'm just going to end the video here. So, yeah, till next time, guys. See ya.